You know, the first time was back in 1980. It's hard to believe, but that was first time elected and served for a couple of terms. And then I came back in 2005. I think I was the youngest and still, still to this day. So at that time and then still to this day. Right, right. I was pretty sure I was going to change the world, right? I mean, I don't want to share my ultimate dreams because they were the dreams of a young man, and I didn't quite get there. So I don't want to, lay that out for everybody to ridicule. But really, when you're, I think I was first involved in political issues in town when I was like maybe 16, 17 years old, and the big issue back then was Save San Bernardino Mountain. That's how I got my start. We have a team in City Hall that are fearless, are not afraid to overwork themselves to the nth degree. And I mean, we are seeing, I think I used the word on another occasion in regards to the laboratory at South City High, but it is, these are transformational times, times of great change, where the community that we are creating kind of grows up all at once. It's like when you have, children and they seem to grow before your eyes. It happens in spurts and it happens all at once. And that's what we're having at the city level, I think, right now. There were some summer camps that came through on tours at City Hall. And one of the young children, just out of the blue, said, do you have any pets? And so I was reluctant to share, honestly, my pets. Because in politics, from the president on down, there's usually pretty sturdy dogs involved. So the big confession is that my pets are cats, 2 cats.
Oh, nice.
And people are a little surprised when they hear that. I think my greatest learning happened really outside of politics, and it was my first career, if you can call it a career, my jobs in the supermarket industry eventually led me to have my own business, and I was very proud to make payroll for a number of years with 14 unionized employees. And eventually the business failed. And in talking to people that are in the high-tech business, and certainly people in biotechnology, where so many of their efforts lead to failure, and that's how you learn. Having failed in business is probably why I like to believe I'm one of the greatest advocates for small business in South San Francisco, because I know what the people are up against every day. And I think that this community has a lot of sensitivity to both large and certainly small business. I'm proud of that. My philosophy of politics is what I enjoy about democracy is the give and take of democracy. So I don't think I'm a leader that is going to be remembered for having all the vision, but bringing people into the process and making it as open as possible. I've often said that whether the hall on Wednesday evenings when we have our regular council meetings is full of 200 adoring fans or 200 angry citizens there for whatever reason, it's a good night for me, because that's what I enjoy about democracy the most is people being involved in their government. So hopefully my legacy is that people were involved and people were heard.